Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Night number 2. It's a new season here in the Mid-Atlantic Mauling League. Chaos Cup time. Doubleheader tonight. We've got Irish Wristwatch versus Tracksuit Mafia tonight. We'll take a look at Tracksuit Mafia first. Tracksuit Mafia, coached by Merrick, who is the reigning Chaos Cup champion. He played a Dwarven team last season. He played an Elvish team in the off-season competition. And now he's back this season with a Chaos team, an 11-man roster. Nothing but bros here. He's got two TRRs. And the first thing I notice here is, I think, an interesting choice for a TV 1000 Chaos team. If you're new to Blood Bowl, welcome. I hope you have fun tonight. I imagine there will be lots of mayhem and maiming. But a Chaos team, a team where the race is Chaos, and it's comprised of these players right here, tends to be a murder team. They tend to kill people, but really only at higher TVs. So what he's decided to do here is he's got an AV. This is his armor value. AV of 8. That means he needs, on a 2d6, he needs a 9. An opponent needs a 9+ to break this armor. And then the Chaos Warriors and the Chaos Warriors here have an AV of 9, so that's a 10+ to break. He chose to take an Apothecary instead of a third Chaos Warrior, which is very interesting to me. So this is a very resilient team, fairly hard to take off the pitch. And he ended up taking an Apothecary over the third Chaos Warrior. That might betray his strategy for this competition, maybe even this season. By taking that Apothecary, that might suggest that he has no interest spending any money on this team at all. He might save up that money for those TRRs that are, of course, always important. Or, I mean, if he banks his money, he might put it into stadium upgrades. Who knows? But either way, he'll have money squirreled away just in case something happens. Maybe that's all it is. But we'll see. He forgoes that third Chaos Warrior for the Apothecary, for that security, has the 2 TRRs. The Beastmen here, with a stat line of 6, 3, 3, 8, they all have horns. They get a +1 on their blitz. Importantly, that means that any one of these guys is a viable blitzer. That gives them a lot of leeway to decide what his tactics are going to be turn to turn. And of course, he's got Bro Ivan here. This is the big guy, the Minotaur. He's got Mighty Blow. He has horns. He has Frenzy. He is a monster with a strength of 5. Claudius praised Nuffle. Thank you very much, Claudius. What's he going to do here? Well, so I said Chaos is a murder team. Like, they can murder anyone at higher TVs, though. This is where they start to kit out their team with Claws, with Piling On, with Mighty Blow. But in my opinion, Chaos at lower TVs plays very differently. And how Merrick wants to play this team is going to be interesting to watch here. So we know Nick Satan, who's the current league champion, he played Chaos last season, and he played Chaos as a murder team right out of the gate. And obviously he was successful in doing that. I don't know. I think Chaos at TV 1000 here, I think he wants to draw on his experience as a Dwarven coach. I think on offense, he's just going to want to play dwarf ball. He's going to want to cage up, plod that cage down the pitch, take that blitz, leverage horns, open up a hole, score. And on defense, I think he wants to play a little dwarvish on defense as well. He doesn't have to screen out the whole pitch, I don't think. Of course, that'll be his prerogative as a coach. But I do think he wants to prevent forward momentum. He doesn't want receivers, especially against this undead team that we'll see this underworld team that we'll see in a moment. I don't think he wants them getting past his defense. But unlike a dwarvish team, he's got speed, he's got horns. I think he can send a player into the backfield to harass the ball carrier. If he does that, then he can force his opponent to make a mistake. He could force his opponent to move in a direction that is perhaps advantageous to him. Of course, maybe he's not feeling that frisky. Maybe he doesn't want to be that squirrely. Maybe he just wants to play super conservatively. We'll see. Maybe he wants to play a pure murder ball and he just wants to take all the hits. Doesn't matter where his players end up. But I just think at TV 1000 that you put your fate in the hands of the dice. But we'll see. We'll see what he wants to do here. Chaos, definitely a very strong team. He'll be up against Irish Wristwatch here. This is coached by Wenger, the current season runner-up. He played Orcs last season. He's got a 12-man roster with the players Worcestershire, Quinoa, Black Bat, She Sells Seashells, Fred Fed Ted Bread, Rubber Baby Buggy Bumper, Selfish Shellfish, Rarely Leery Rory, Really Leery Larry, Stevie. I don't know that one. I'm sorry. Hank the Ranger's gonna have to tell me how to pronounce that one. Shave a Single Shingle and the Sixth Sheik's Sheep. SPB asks, how many times did you practice this lineup? It was about 30 minutes. I posted about it on Twitter. Irish Wristwatch here, 12-man roster. This is an underworld team. 3 TRRs, 1 apothecary. Unlike Tracksuit Mafia, I think the Wristwatch here needs the apothecary. They also put 10k into Fan Factor. They've got the troll. So the troll is the big guy on an underworld team. Unlike most teams where I think the big guy is optional and really dependent upon a coach's strategy, I think the big guy's required on an underworld team. This is going to be one of your more consistent players. He has a strength of 5. He's got Mighty Blow and an AV of 9, as opposed to most of your team having an AV of 7. SP Beaver says GFIs are going to be friendly this season, right? We'll see. And then right behind your troll, you have your blitzers here, the Skaven blitzers. They have an AV of 8 and they have block. So these 3 players here are the linchpin of your team, in my opinion. And it's important to leverage them as such. You really got to make them do a lot of work. And in doing so, they'll gain some SPP. But more importantly, they'll gain that SPP probably simply due to the fact that they're not going to die like everyone else is with an AV of 7. AV of 7 is very, very fragile. But the flip side to that is the Skaven are Skaven. They're pretty fast. They have a decent stat line. And the Goblins, they're not too bad. Their strength is weak, but they're pretty fast otherwise. An AG of 3 is not bad at all. They are stunty, they have dodge, and they are cheap. So what I think Wenger might do here, this is another team that I think excels at higher TV. They have access to mutations right out of the gate. And then an underworld coach can really kit out his team to be just super annoying. But at lower TVs, you've got to play. You got to play to survive, I think. And how he's going to do that is really up to him. I think you have a lot of options as an underworld team. I think underworld teams are very, very fun. I think they are really tricky. But for instance, on offense, he can score in a number of ways. If he takes a goblin, for example, we mentioned this in the season opener with A Minor Matter. If he wants to take a goblin with stunty and dodge and just run him into the defense, into the backfield, he can now make the defense have to make a decision. Do they want to blitz down that goblin? Do they want to cover that goblin? And if they do, that's a player that's been pulled away from the cage. That's a player, or from the ball carrier. That's a player that maybe blitzed the goblin, and now that blitz is not on the table for the rest of the turn. And if he doesn't, the goblin with an AG of 3 is not a bad receiver. So there's lots of options you can play with here. He's got 2 Skaven throwers. They are going to be used, I think they're going to be used mostly just as runners. They are ball carriers. He's got them for the sure hand skill here. They can also pass for sure. The problem here is all the Skaven on an underworld team all have animosity, so they do not like the goblins. If they pass their hand off to a goblin, there is a chance on a die roll that they will simply refuse to do it. It's not a turnover. They can choose to pass to somebody of their own race if they want to, but that can make exchanging hands on the ball here kind of tricky. But we'll see. We'll see what Wenger wants to do. I think his number one goal tonight is to stay alive, get those SPP. That's why he's got the apothecary that he needs, of course. 3 TRRs, also a very good decision, as they're very expensive here for an Underworld team. On defense, I don't know what he's going to do. I think he just wants to play maybe a zone defense, back off. He can stop forward momentum, but he doesn't want to take hits. He can take a key blitz. If that can work out into a chain block, then great. Otherwise, I think he just wants to back off and keep these players alive. But we'll see. I think Irish Wristwatch here has a lot of potential on offense to really sort of steal the show tonight. On defense, they've just got to play solid D and maybe not get too risky. Well, who knows? Wenger's a seasoned coach. He could get aggressive. We'll see. And then I think Merrick here with Tracksuit Mafia. I personally would not play this as a murder team tonight, but maybe he will. Again, everybody's got horns here. That's a +1 on a blitz that gives him lots of options on blitz. Of course, he's got the Minotaur with Mighty Blow, Horns, and Frenzy. So we'll see what he decides to do. But personally, I think cage up on offense, on defense, just stop that forward momentum, and if you're feeling it, maybe harass the backfield. But we'll see. All right. Let's see if the two coaches are ready to play. They are indeed. It's a doubleheader tonight. After tonight's game at 10:30, we're going to have a Necro Mirror match. That will be Dead Man's Party versus Pity the Ghoul. That's Dead Fred versus Malik. That'll be right after this game. Clear skies on this game. Looks like Tracksuit Mafia is going to be on defense. 5-man line here. They got the Minotaur in the center position. 2 Chaos Warriors. They have a strength of 4. They're on the they're in the tackle positions. 2 players in either wide zone. 2 Beastmen. 2 Beastmen as linebackers. Flyface asks, is it a turnover if they choose not to pass to someone of their same race? What if there's not a valid Skaven target? Is it a turnover if they choose not to pass to someone of their same race? If they choose, so if a Underworld Skaven chooses to pass to a Goblin and fails the animosity roll, they can choose to pass to someone else. One minute left in the setup. Very interesting offense here. Strong on the right side. They have the Troll over on the right with a Skaven Blitzer currently and a Goblin Quinoa. The number 2 Goblin. "29 seconds left to set up here. Flyface asks, right, but if there's no legal target, like for a handoff, if you don't have anyone else next to you, what happens? You don't have to throw the ball then. You don't have to throw it. You can throw to a empty space like normal, but you can't after you fail the animosity roll. Here's the kickoff. Perfect defense. Tracksuit Mafia gets to reset their defense if they wish, and I think they do. I think our camera is backwards. There we go. Where's the kick? That's well, potentially a great kick. It could go out of bounds here and be a touchback. So Tracksuit Mafia here has an opportunity to reset their defense. Tracksuit Mafia with the fame advantage. They have +1 fame advantage on the kickoff event table. Really considering what he wants to do with his defense here. And it is a touchback, so Irish Wristwatch will be able to put this in the hand of a thrower. Yes, indeed. Turn 1 underway. He doesn't want to give up too much of the right side of the pitch here, even though Irish Wristwatch is strong on the left-hand side. They're very fast. He can't really give up the pitch, with the possible exception of maybe the wide zones. He can goad the offense to commit to the wide zone, and then that'll allow him to collapse his defense and make it all the more stronger. But he's opting to screen out the whole pitch, and we'll see what Wenger decides to do. Man, I'm not going to say Irish Wristwatch for a whole competition, let alone a season. Let's see. Do I call him the Wristwatch? No, I'm going to call him the Irish. The Irish. Ball carrier moves forward into a faux cage. Offense collapsing down to the left to protect the ball carrier. First hit of the game will be a troll hit, 2-die block, good hit. You can see the warp stone in these players' bodies. That's what grants them their mutations. 1-die block. Clean hit on the left-hand side of the pitch here. Wow, gets an injury right off the bat. Well done. Can't imagine the Apothecary is going to be used, but we'll see if he is. No, one-man player advantage for the Irish now. Blitz coming up. 2-die blitz. That'll result in a push. He's going to set up for the surf. No, he's not going to follow up. All right, fair enough. Does that mean he wants to move the blitzer with the GFI? Maybe he just wants to keep him put, and that'll be the cage. "30 seconds to go here. Good dodge. That's stunty skills. Stunty plus dodge makes goblins able to really go anywhere they want. Nine seconds. Final goblin moves over in the left wide zone. That'll be it for turn 1 for the Irish. Tracksuit Mafia now up. 2 deep defense. They have a lot of players currently out of position on the right wide zone. We'll see if he collapses them down or not. He has to be careful. Remember, the Underworld team's pretty fast. He can't give up too much pitch. But he also has his defense spread pretty thin at the moment. Minotaur block. Good hit on the troll. It's going to be hard to take that troll off the pitch. You need a 10+ just to break armor. He'll follow up with the Minotaur. Minotaur gets a tackle zone in this cage, this feature cage. Shifts a Beastman over to the left wide zone. A second Beastman shifts over to the left wide zone. Still has a blitz on the table. 4 players now over on the right-hand side of the line. He's going to move a Beastman in to get on the back corner of this cage, of this would-be cage. Chaos Warrior. He has a strength of 4. He's tying up a goblin right now. All right. Beastman comes in to tie up the number 12 Goblin. One minute to go. All right, so he's shifting his whole defense over the left side here. We'll see if the Irish here are going to take advantage of this and shift this ball over to the right. Blitz coming up. Only gets a push out of it. I think that'll do it for turn 1. Turn 2. Irish Wristwatch. If he wants, he could end up taking a block on the Beastman, maybe a blitz on the Beastman, if he wants to go down this left sideline. I don't think he does. I think he might want to shift over to the right, but we'll see. Stands up the troll. Mafia says Nuffle demands death. Moves the Goblin up. Gets the 2-die block on the number 8 Beastman. We'll get a push out of it. He'll push the Beastman, what I think will be out of position here. We'll see what happens with the ball carrier. Failed dodge on the Skaven Gutter Runner. He has a choice. No, he's going to spend the TRR. Failed the dodge again and gets stunned. Oh no. We'll see what happens to this ball carrier here. This Goblin's going to eat a block for sure. That probably will happen first thing here. That'll free up this Beastman to go after the Skaven Thrower. He still he needs another die on that Skaven Thrower. Two-die block. This is back at the line of scrimmage. This is going to be a good hit. It's against a Skaven Blitzer. It's AV of 8. That's a 9+ to break armor. Gets a good stun out of it. Well done. Rubber baby buggy bumper. Stunned in the left wide zone. Two-die block on that number 10 Goblin over here, Steve. He's going to eat that block. Stays on the pitch somehow. And another stun. That's 3 stunned players. He's going to take the 1-die blitz. All right. Oh, he... yes, yes, yes. Decent scatter. Picked up the ball. Well done. Is he going to GFI? I doubt it. We'll see. No GFI. Good call. Good call. Mafia's really wants the GFI. 35 seconds at turn number 2. About half the players left to take an action with. You don't have to take actions with everybody in this game. Sometimes, right? Blood Bowl is a game about luck mitigation. Sometimes it's better just to leave a player standing. You know, he's exerting tackle zones. He can eat up a block. Takes a 2-die block over here against the number 12 Goblin. Gets a push out of it. Seconds. 1-die block against the big guy. It'll work out. Minotaur advances forward. As you can see here, the Minotaur is a wild animal there. If he does anything other than block or blitz, he's got a 50-50 shot of taking his action. Otherwise, he's got to roll a d6 on a 2+. He can take his action. Troll stands back up. Mafia says the Minotaur needs to eat the Goblin. He's content getting into a boxing match here with the other big guy, it seems. So the Irish here are probably going to go back after this ball. 2-die blitz, I have to imagine here, with the number 8 Skaven thrower. Yes, indeed. Here it is. Oh, he gets a push. He's thinking about re-rolling it. He's going to re-roll it. Works out. Gets the hit. Down to 1 TRR. Where does the ball scatter? Where does the ball scatter? Right back where it started. Is he going to try to pick this ball up? He is. Sure hands failed. But he couldn't ask for a better scatter, at least. Not a bad pickup attempt. It's a 3+. He had sure hands, so he had a free reroll there, but failed both rolls. The ball scattered behind him, though, so it's fairly well protected. Turn 3. Back to Tracksuit Mafia. They have 2 TRRs. Takes the 3-die block against the Goblin with the big guy. All he's going to get out of it is a dodge push, though. Frenzy follow-up. Still not going to work out. If you have the dodge skill, then the defender stumbles result, that's the little starburst with a exclamation point in it. Instead of knocking you down, that just results in a push. 2-die block against the number 5 Skaven lineman. That will be a clean hit. Chaos Warrior advances toward the ball. Gets a stun out of it. Fred Fed Ted Bread is stunned, but miraculously, everybody's still on the pitch for the Irish. Moves his number 6 Beastman back toward the ball, but currently is going to eat a 2-die block unless a blitz is coming up. He does have, yeah, he does have this Chaos Warrior with a strength of 4. 2-die blitz. It's only going to get, oh, he spends it. It works out this time. Didn't get the knockdown on the first roll, spent the TRR. Now he gets it. He's probably not going to follow up. He's thinking about it. And I can't imagine he's going to try to pick this ball up. I think he's fine with the ball as it is. It's only turn 3. No need to roll more dice. Again, this is a game about luck mitigation. You want to do, on a turn, generally you want to do your least risky moves first, your most risky moves last. But even more generally than that, why take risks when you don't have to? 2-die block on the right wide zone here, out in no man's land. This poor goblin, number 12, is going to get knocked down. With an AV of 7, can he stay on the pitch? He cannot. Good KO. And now I think it's all tied up on the pitch. 10v10. Two-die block back at this mess, this scrum. Oh, gets an injury on a goblin. It was bound to happen. The apothecary will certainly not be spent here. One-man player advantage back to Tracksuit Mafia. Or I guess this will be the first time Tracksuit Mafia has had a one-man player advantage. 5 seconds left. Will he move anyone else? Moves the Beastman downfield. Turn 4 back to the Irish. Skaven Blitzer moves down pitch. He's in scoring position at the moment. Considering his options, thinking, planning, computing. Troll, 2-die block. Good hit. Against the number 7 Beastman. Can he get a 9+ on the armor roll? He can. Good KO, well done. All tied up again, it's now 9v9. Another failed Skaven dodge. He's going to spend the last TRR. He is. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Failed dodge, and this is going to give Tracksuit Mafia ample opportunity to secure this ball. Perhaps even score. If he can pick it up. Let's see. What does he have? 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If he wants the GFI, I don't even think he wants to risk the GFIs. I think he can scoop this ball up, do a half cage on the sideline, and be in good shape. Clyffe says I tried to give the Chaos Warrior the SPP. That's actually a great point that Clyffe brings up. He's got the TRR at least. Good pickup. Spreading out your SPP is an important aspect to this game. A lot of rookie players, they will just score with who they can score with, hit with who they can hit with. SPP stands for Star Player Points. They're basically the experience points of Blood Bowl. When you do certain actions, including injuring a player, scoring a touchdown, or a few other things, you'll gain SPP. And then you can level up, and each time you level up, you can gain a skill. Well, deciding how to spread around that SPP is an important aspect to your strategy as a Blood Bowl coach. And so what Clypheus is mentioning here, he says, you know what, I have the opportunity, I would hand it off to my Chaos Warrior and start leveling him up. So he elects not to go for the half cage. He's going to go for... Well, I mean, it is a half cage, but not on the sideline, so... 3-die block on this poor Gabo back at the line of scrimmage. And he's going to be KO'd. Poor Quinoa. 2-man player advantage now for Tracksuit Mafia. It's 9v8 on the pitch. if Tracksuit Mafia doesn't pull something out of their hat on this upcoming turn, I think Tracksuit Mafia is just going to lock down this ball and stall till turn 8. Good dodge. Turn 5, second quarter begins. Irish Wristwatch has to do something if they have any hope of getting this ball back. All things considered, their team is in pretty good shape at the moment. Moves the troll forward as far as he can. He's pretty slow with an MA4. Oh! Tries to throw a teammate. Is he gonna use the apothecary? He's not. Move the troll, try to throw the goblin teammate, and just threw him into the ground. Oh, that's unfortunate. So the troll can throw the goblins. And then if they throw the goblin has to roll to land on his feet. If he does, the goblin can then just keep moving. So Stevie has died because his teammate just launched him into the ground. Oh no, and another injury. She Sells Seashells is injured, and this is a permanent injury. Will he use the apothecary here? He does not. And now, oh, it was all going so well. And you can see the fragility of an Underworld team now starting to take its toll. 5 players off the pitch. It's a 2-man player advantage right now for Tracksuit Mafia. Tracksuit Mafia gonna cage up dead center right before the end zone. Oh no, he didn't fail the throw. He failed his always hungry roll. So the big guy's always hungry, and so if he goes to pass a goblin, he might just eat him instead, and that's what's happened. Oh, that's unfortunate. When you got a big appetite, man, sometimes you just gotta eat. Cage is safe and secure at center pitch. The rest of this team is just going to be trying to murder what's left of the Irish. Turn 6 for Irish Wristwatch. Ivy says injury count's already at 4. Can they beat our record from yesterday? Is it at 4? It is at 4. How many were injured yesterday? It was 4, right? Another failed Skaven dodge. And he's going to be stunned. No TRRs to re-roll that. Turn 6 for Tracksuit Mafia. They are running out of players to take off the pitch. We might see a foul on this turn. He could go after the troll. I mean, it's never a better time. He can't get 3 dice out of it, unfortunately. Unless he wants to pull people off the cage. So he can't get 3 dice out of this. I might have dedicated some to a foul. Gets a stun. Stun's not gonna matter. That's really all there is to do now. He can move the Minotaur. Yeah, he's gonna move him out to the left. Go hunting for some more hits. I have to imagine Irish Wristwatch might just call this a turn. Oh, actually, no. They're going to stand up some players and maybe move them away. I don't know. No, he's going to play 2 GFIs. He's going to bear down on this cage. He says, I am not afraid of you. I won't let you stall. Not to turn 8 anyway. Is he going to try to take a block here? He's going to tie up the Minotaur. No, he is. He is. Here it comes. Uphill block, baby. And that's going to work. Wow. Wow! Wow! What a ballsy play! Took an uphill block, worked out against the Minotaur. Didn't get much out of it, but he probably put the fear of God into Tracksuit Mafia. Two die block coming up against Skaven Thrower. Maybe more. Tracksuit Mafia deciding what to do. Gonna take the 2-die blitz. This'll work. Looking to take a Skaven Thrower off the pitch. Doesn't do it. He moves the Chaos Warrior forward just in case that thrower gets any ideas in his head about going after that ball carrier. Stands up the Minotaur. Is the Minotaur going to move? He's not going to move with an AG of 2. Is he going to move the Beastman, though? I don't think he does. He's he's going to move the ball carrier out of harm's way. Oh, is he thinking about using his cage on some fouling? I think he can. I don't think anybody can get here. He can. He's got to be careful of the number 6 Skaven Blitzer. He moves. He moves 2 players over. So now the Skaven Blitzer can't do anything. And it looks like he's going to foul this thrower. He's going to get 3 assists on the foul. No! No foul on the thrower! What? What? I'm offended. Final turn of the half. Turn 8 for the Irish. What do you do here? Underworld's really tough at low TVs. Once they start skilling up, they can be kind of obnoxious. But I think at low TVs, the plan is to just survive. How many Skaven dodges have to fail? Oh my goodness. Are we sure they're getting tripped by the opposing team, or are they just tripping over their own feet? What is happening here? Final turn of the half. Does he risk any blocks? I don't think so. I think he just goes for the score. He doesn't have any TRRs left. Yes, indeed. 1-0. Tracksuit Mafia with a commanding half, and they're going to get the ball back in the second half. Clivey says first you foul, then you take the uphill blocks, and then you score. Yeah, naturally. The Bros take the lead. Look at the ball back here in the second quarter. They're going to have a full roster of 11 players. Tracksuit Mafia is going to be down at least 2. Oh no, Tracksuit Mafia is not going to have a full roster. They're going to be down 1. So 10v8 on the pitch at the 10v8, yeah, 10v8 on the pitch. Hey, what's up, Dead Freddy? Don't tell us what happened in your game. We're gonna watch that right after this. Second half about to begin. Both teams get back their TRRs. Three-man defensive line by the Irish. 1 player in the safety position. Tracksuit Mafia loading up with a 5-man line. They're going to try to block down the defense. Clypheus gifted a sub to Dead Freddy. Thank you so much, Clypheus. I appreciate that. If you are new to the stream, welcome. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy this game. If you sub, then all games are ad-free. Changing weather, very sunny. No well, -1 on the passing, but I doubt we're going to see much passing anyway. It's going to be a touchback. If you sub, the matches are ad-free. If you are an Amazon Prime member, you get a free sub a month. So if you want to watch ad-free games for the next 4 weeks and want to use your sub on us, we would very much appreciate it and hope you enjoy the games. Turn 9. Second half begins here for Tracksuit Mafia. They're up 1-0. They have a lead. They have the player advantage. They have the strength advantage. And I think compared to the Irish's offense, I think, or rather compared to an Underworld offense, I think this Chaos offense is a little more standard, a little easier really to play. Yeah, so he's just going to cage up and try to run this cage down some holes, which is going to be even easier now that the Irish are down by 3 players. 2-die block on the right-hand side is going to work out against the number 5 Skaven lineman. 8+ takes him off the pitch. Doesn't happen today. Fred fed Ted bread. Stun on the right-hand side of the pitch. Now that there's so few players, every stun gets more and more painful. Yes, they stay on the pitch. Yes, they eat up a space, but man, you're losing action economy. It's rough, man. Low TV Underworld is tough. 2-die block's going to result in a dodge push against the Skaven Blitzer, Rubber Baby Buggy Bumper. Frenzy Blitz Frenzy's not going to matter. He gets hit off the first die roll. Doesn't get a whole lot out of it. Shifts the Chaos Warrior over to mark the number 7 Skaven Blitzer. Turn 9 now for Irish Wristwatch. They're going to go for the 1 die block? No, they're going to go for the 2 die block here against this Chaos Warrior. Good hit. Well done. I said, if you're going to give them to me, I'm going to take it. Man, that was close to an armor break. Rolled a 9. Good dodge. Dodge and stunty. Very, very powerful combo. Failed the really stupid roll on the troll. He is going to have to stay on the ground. He could spend a TRR on that, but the troll is also a loner. A loner means you have a 50-50 shot of even using the TRR if you want to. And it gets eaten up either way. That's unfortunate. Dodges the Skaven Blitzer away. Turn 10, back to Tracksuit Mafia. They can move this cage in either direction. They don't even have to move the cage. You know, they're sitting on a 1-0 lead right now. Ball is pretty secure. They're going to take a 3 die block with the Minotaur. Frenzy follow-up. That doesn't work. It's going to be a push. Trying to take more players off of the pitch. Off of the team's roster, in fact. Doesn't work out. Probably wants to do something about the number 3 thrower here. Stands up the Chaos Warrior. He's going to give him up again to take another 2 die block. No, he's going to move. Well, no, well. It's a good tie-up with the Beastman. Nope, he's going to take a 2 die blitz coming back. Gonna get a push. Dead Freddy asks, how many players are off for each team? Any dead? Yes, indeed. There's 1 dead on Irish Wristwatch. 3 casualties, 1 KO for that for the Irish, and then there's one injury over here for Tracksuit Mafia. So it's 10v7 on the pitch right now in Tracksuit Mafia's favor. In fact, the dead player, he was killed. He was eaten by his teammate. Cage moves over to the left side of the pitch, not quite in the left wide zone. This is Tracksuit Mafia's ball game to lose at this point. There's really not a lot Venker can do. And so we'll see if he's going to decide to pivot and just try to stay alive, or if he's still going to try to play to win here and grab this ball. He can do it. He can certainly still do it. He's not out by any means. 2 die block against the Beastman was given to him. He'll take it. Take another 2 die block coming up, perhaps. Not quite yet. Skaven lineman marks the back of this cage. He's going to harass this cage. Here's the blitz. Only gets a push out of it. He'll take it. He won't. He doesn't want to. He doesn't want to give that block back, and I think that's a smart move. Dead Freddy says Underworld is seriously difficult. I respect the 2 coaches who are braving it. Yeah, it's a tough team to coach for sure. It's not a team for beginners. There's that 2 die block. Also another push. Man. Oh no, failed really stupid again. And so the troll's just gonna stay sleeping on the pitch. Normally that might not be so bad, but it's just eating up turns. Moves the goblin into base contact with the ball carrier. This is a good play right here. This means if the ball carrier doesn't blitz and blocks, he's going to stay put. Otherwise, if the Beastman blocks, he's going to stay put. And so that's a corner of the cage that gets sort of a chunk gets broken off of the cage. Unless, of course, he blitzes. Clive says that troll is dumb even for a troll. The Irish move 2 players back to play some D into the left wide zone. Turn 11 back to Tracksuit Mafia. Yeah, there's that 2-die block. It's going to work out. But the Irish don't mind so much. He's KO'd, but so what? Even if he was injured, he's 40k. So I think that was a good call. And so now that Beastman's going to stay put. Now he could shuffle players around in this cage if he wants. But I think that was a good play by Wenger. Stands up a Beastman, moves him forward. What is the game plan here? He's just going to move the cage forward and move the ball carrier up into this position? Fair enough. GFI'd. Oh no, he's going to have to bend the TRR here. Wow, he wants to get as much distance as possible. I don't think he's feeling the pressure here. I don't think he needed to do this. I think he would have been fine just here. He would have been fine just here, really. But spends a TRR, and that's really the power of doing moves like this with the Irish there. When he forced this block, he ended up making Tracksuit Mafia commit an error, or take a risk that perhaps he wouldn't have taken otherwise. And if you can do that, if you can control TRRs, if you can make your opponents spend them, more power to you. Good block on the Goblin. So he spends the blitz in the left wide zone, just going for the easy hit. Moves the blitzer back over to the right. Marks the Skaven thrower. So now Tracksuit Mafia is really kind of bunched up at center pitch here. They're about 3/4 down the pitch at the 16-yard line. Really at the 14-yard line. They've got a few stragglers behind the cage over to the left in the left wide zone, slowly moving them forward and back over to the cage. But by condensing your offense like this, you allow the defense to condense as well, and that makes them that much stronger. They could go too deep. They could actually start chipping away at your cage. That's still a tough sell with the current state of the Irish right now, but anything can happen. We'll see. Irish Wristwatch still has 3 TRRs. 2-die block against the number 6 Beastman. Good hit. Claffy says Merrick wants to get an injury on a GFI, the only explanation. 1-die blitz against the Chaos Warrior, and this will work out. Well done. And now he has the ball carrier marked at the moment. Wow, 2 GFIs. They work out this time. Two corners of the cage marked. A player in front of the ball carrier. Finally, the troll stands up, and now this Minotaur is going nowhere unless he blitzes. Even then, you'd have to get a frenzy just to break him free. Good play by Irish Wristwatch. Tracksuit Mafia can't score at the moment without a gaggle of dodges. Stand up blitz. This will work. Gets the number 7 Skaven blitzer. He needs a 9+ to break armor. He doesn't really care. He just wants to get him off the ball carrier. Is he going to move that blitzer? No. Well, no, he can't really. He'd have to make a dodge. So I freeze up the ball carrier, but the ball carrier still can't really move unless he moves laterally. It's going to take a 2-die block against the Skaven thrower here. He'll get a push. That's... doesn't help. Doesn't help. He can score with 1 GFI if he really wants to. Dead Freddy says, great job on pronunciation so far, Ava. It's almost like you have practice. I would do far worse. I did indeed practice. Minotaur, good block against Fred Fed Ted Bread. It's another KO, and the Irish are just running out of players on the pitch. 6 players out of commission on a 12-man roster. Yeah, that's yeah. What was it? Steffe? I don't know. He's dead now. He's in the belly of the troll. Turn 12 for the Irish. Final turn of the 3rd quarter. They're going to take a 2-die block against this Minotaur. No, they're going to throw the teammate. Didn't work out. Quinoa is stunned. At least he didn't get eaten. Blitz. Oh, failed to dodge on the blitz. Tracksuit Mafia really pushing their luck here. I shouldn't say pushing. I mean, they are pushing their luck. It's not that they're in a bad position by any means, but whew, I probably would have GFI'd to score last turn. Going up 2-0 almost guarantees you the game at this point. Dead Freddy says, good attempt. There should be more throwing of players in Blood Bowl. I agree. Good hit by the Chaos Warrior. Oh no, that is a very good stun. The left side of the pitch is free and clear now. Wow, he's just going to move straight forward. I would have thought he'd move over here. So Merrick ended up playing Murder Ball, and it has worked out for him here. Two-die block, or two-die block with horns. Clean block against the Skaven thrower. Doesn't really get anything out of it. He could move a player over to get the two-die block on the troll if he really wants to. I don't see why not. Unless he wants the foul. Gets a stun. Doesn't make much of a difference. Yeah, he's going to take the two-die block against the troll. Only gets a push. This time he'll get a knockdown. Looking for a 10. Doesn't get it. Turn 13. What are the Irish going to do? They're going to fail a GFI. That's what they're going to do. They're going to spin the TRR. Oh, GFI Blitz. This will work. Nice Blitz. That'll be it, except for the troll. Oh, I'm sorry, that'll just be it. The troll, really stupid. He's going to stay on the ground. So the really stupid moves up to a 50-50 when he's not adjacent to a friendly. Dead Freddy says, dumbest troll ever. He's pretty dumb. Stand up blitz. Two-die blitz with horns. Looks like he's going to shift the cage over in the left wide zone. I don't know why he didn't do that a turn before. He decided to go straight down center pitch. Now he's had a change of heart. Cage is reformed in the left wide zone. This will certainly be the last place the cage ends up before the score. There's the foul. Finally, we get a foul on the Skaven thrower, and he gets an injury out of it. Well done. Good foul. Doesn't get called off. Well done. Oh, look at those casualties, man. Yikes. 4 of them. 4 of them with 3 KOs as well. That is officially most of the team is off the pitch. It has been a brutal Chaos Cup so far. Oh no. Failed the GFI. Spends his TRR on the GFI. That's it. No more TRRs. Takes the block on the Minotaur, only gets a push. Moves his thrower over. We just talked about this last turn. Moves his thrower over the troll, so that returns the really stupid roll back down to a 2+ instead of a 4+. Good move. Turn 15 for Tracksuit Mafia. No reason not to stall till turn 16. Two-die blitz, double skulls. Final TRR gets spent. This will be a good hit. No TRRs left in the game. Gets a KO. Oh boy. This is brutal. 8 players have been knocked off the pitch. Two-die block with the Minotaur. This will work out. Calliope says you can't be fouled if you're off the pitch. That's very true. Gets a stun. I don't think he wants that stun. I think he wants to try to table this team. Only 4 players for the Irish are left on the pitch. It looks like he's taking no chances with the cage. I would have pulled people off this cage long ago. I would have moved him over here, and then everyone else would be beating up these players. Dead Freddy asks, I wonder how many armor breaks. 20? 20 plus? 25 plus? I don't think it's been that many. But it's been a lot. Blitz is off the table. Turn 15 now for the Irish. Here comes the blitz. Troll blitz. 2-die blitz is only a push. The revenge blitz only results in a push. Goblin will dodge out to safety. Well done. Thrower. I would run the thrower away. Just get him out of the game. But we'll see what Wenger wants to do. No, he's not. He is playing this game to the final turn. Turn 16. I have to imagine it's going to be a score for Tracksuit Mafia and no more blocks. Actually, you know what? They're in the lead. Why not? Why not do the blocks first? Yeah, go for it. 3-die blitz. Gets the hit. Looking for another trophy for the wall. Doesn't get it. Now he'll just score 2-0. And Tracksuit Mafia increases their lead. 1 turn left for the Irish. We'll see what they do. I have to imagine they'll stack the line. We'll see if they get anybody back here. They get back 2. That's good. If there is a riot, they have a chance to score and bring the final to 2-1. Tracksuit Mafia just going to leave 3 players on the line. Everybody else is going to go back to the end zone. No TRRs remain. Yes, indeed. Irish Wristwatch. Going to stack the line with whoever they have left. Not even going to bother with the chance of a riot. Coach and said both teams get an extra reroll. That's good. That's good for the Irish. They could try to take a player down. Let's see what happens. Dead Freddy says, let's have one more injury. Yes, let's have it. Good block. Will this be it? It will not. Two to go. Failed the dodge. She's got a TRR now. Or failed the GFI, rather. He's gonna go for the foul. Yes, sir! Only gets a stun. Not good enough. One more block. Maybe 2 more blocks. He's... Stays alive here. Is he gonna take the final block? I wouldn't. He is. Well done. Final score is 2-0. Tracksuit Mafia wins this one. 14 armor breaks, 20 armor breaks combined. Dead Freddy, you were right. Take a look at the stacks. Tracksuit Mafia absolutely dominated this game in almost all categories. Ball position, blocks, KOs, injuries, yards, you name it. They did it. But, you know, that's how it goes with an Underworld team. It's just... Underworld's really, really hard at lower TVs. Once they start to build out their team, they get better. But even so, they're really tough to play. Very interesting team. Tough turnout for both Underworld teams here in week 1, but there's plenty of games left. All told, I think the Irish aren't in too bad of a shape after this game. And so really they're only going to walk away with a loss, which is good. But that'll do it for this game. We have another game coming up. It's going to be... what is it going to be? Coming up in just under an hour, we have Pity the Ghoul at Dead Man's Party. This is a Necro Mirror match. This will be a replay game. It was played earlier today. I don't know the outcome. We're gonna watch that at 10:30 Eastern Standard Time. That'll be really fun. I think that's gonna be, man. These first 2 games so far of the season have been murder fests. Pity the Ghoul at Dead Man's Party. That's the one I pegged to be a murder fest. I don't know how else you play that game, but we'll see what happens. So, if I get 3 murder games out of the first 2 days, I'll be happy. But we'll watch that at 10:30. The stream will go live in just about 25 minutes. So we'll take a break here. You can get something to drink. Go tuck your kids in, and we'll see you back here in just at 10:30, but just about 25 minutes. For Pity the Ghoul at Dead Man's Party. We'll see you guys back here. Thanks for watching.
Little by little, we get by. All the things that we do for money. I'm not